vascular tissue system is made up of the xylem and phloem. Xylem tissue and phloem tissue combined is known as the vascular bundle. The arrangement of this vascular bundle, xylem and phloem, is of two types. One is open type of vascular bundle, closed type of vascular bundle. If in between the xylem and phloem a cambium tissue or a cambium ring is present, it is known as open type of vascular system, open type of xylem and phloem. And if there in the between of xylem and phloem no cambium is present, they are connected to each other directly, then this type of vascular bundle is known as closed type of vascular bundle. It is mainly found in the stem of dicot plant, and it is mainly found in the stem of the monocot plant. And in the roots, open type of vascular system does not present, only the closed type of vascular system is found inside the roots. So it is only found in the dicot stem. The arrangement of xylem and phloem inside the root or stem is of two types. One is radial arrangement and second is conjoint arrangement. In the radial arrangement, basically the xylem and phloem are found at the different radii of the root and stem. As you can see, they are the alternate arrangement of the xylem and phloem. First xylem, then phloem. First xylem, then phloem. First xylem, then phloem. So this is the alternate arrangement of both the xylem and phloem are found at the different radii. As you can see here, so this is the radial arrangement. Second is conjoint arrangement. In this, both the xylem and phloem are found at the same radii, and there is no alternate arrangement. As you can see here, there is the same radii, xylem phloem, same radii, xylem phloem, same radii, xylem phloem. So this type is conjoint arrangement. This is the anatomical difference between the monocot and the dicot root. This is the diagram of dicot root and this is the diagram of monocot root. If we compare both the diagrams, then we can see the difference between monocot and dicot roots. So basically, we start from the outer surface, we start from the periphery. At the periphery, the outermost layer is epidermis, which is found in both the roots. Epidermis layer, epidermal layer, epidermis, epidermal layer. This epidermal layer also consists root hairs, and in this monocot root hairs are present, but in the dicot's root more hairs are present in comparison to monocot root. As you can see here, there are 4 root hairs and there are only 2 hairs. Below the epidermis, the large area comprises with the parenchymatous cells is known as cortex. So cortex is found in both the roots. The innermost layer is known as endodermis. As you can see, this is the endodermis. Here endodermis is also present. But the difference is, in dicot roots, the endodermis, the cell wall of endodermis cell is comprises of waxy material that is known as suberin. So with the help of this suberin, there is a strip found. This is known as Casparian strip. This Casparian strip is basically impermeable to water, so it prevents the loss of water from xylem to the outer cortical cells. Now come to the inner part. Inside the inner part, the pericycle is present. Pericycle just are the parenchymatous cells. Pericycle is present in both the two roots. Now, as you can see the xylem, exact condition, because the metaxylem is found towards the center and the protoxylem found towards the periphery in both the roots. As you can see, is metaxylem, protoxylem, metaxylem, protoxylem. But the difference is, in the dicot root, xylem is found in few amount in comparison to monocot root. In monocot root, in a dicot root, only 2 to 4 xylems are present, but in the dicot root, 6 to 8 xylems may be present there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the phloem. Phloem is found in between the two xylems in a radial arrangement. Radial arrangement. So alternative arrangement. Xylem phloem, xylem phloem, xylem phloem, both the roots. Same here. Xylem phloem, xylem phloem, xylem phloem. And between the innermost part is known as pith of both the roots. Inside both the roots. This pith consists also some parenchymatous cells. Some few differences. First difference is only for root hairs. Dicot root consists more hairs in comparison to mono roots, and the second is dicot root has fewer xylem in comparison to monocot roots. Other things are the same in both types of roots. The comparative study of dicot and monocot stem. This is the diagram. So we start from the peripheral side. The outermost layer is epidermis in both the stem, but the diploid stem may have some trichomes, but in monopod stems trichomes are completely absent. Inside the epidermis, the cortical region starts, but the cortical region is made up of different types of cells. After the epidermis, the hypodermis there is present, which is made up of collenchymatous tissue. It is found in both monopod and diploid stem. This collenchymatous layer is known as hypodermis. Same here, this collenchymatous layer is known as hypodermis, which makes the cortex. Below the hypodermis, the parenchymatous cells present in the diploid stem. Both hypodermis and parenchymatous cells makes the cortex of diploid stem. In monopod stem, before the hypodermis, there are simple ground tissue present, which is made up of many parenchymatous cells. In diploid stem, after the cortex, the endodermis found. The endodermis found, but in the monopod there is no endodermis. After the endodermis, the pericycle layer is also present, which is also made up of the parenchymatous cells, as you can see here. After the endodermis, the pericycle layer is present. But here there is no pericycle, there is no endodermis. After the pericycle, the xylem phloem or the vascular bundle found in the conjoined arrangement in both the stems. Conjoined means both are found at the same radii. If this radius, the xylem phloem is present. If this is the radius, then xylem and phloem present at the same radius. So this is the main common thing between both the stem of monopod and diploid. But in the diploid stem, the vascular bundles are open type. It means that between the xylem and phloem, the cambium ring is present. Here, the vascular bundles are of closed type. It means that between the xylem and phloem, there is no cambium ring present. If we talk about the xylem, the arrangement of xylem is of end-arc type. It means that protoxylem towards the center and the metaxylem towards the periphery. In the center, the peak is present, made up of parenchymatous cells, but in between the two vascular bundles, this area which is filled up of also parenchymatous cells is known as medullary ray. Here there is no medullary ray present. All the vascular bundles are found scattered in the monopod stem, and the other part is known as ground tissue, which is made up of many parenchymatous cells. So here many vascular tissue found in a central arrangement. Here many vascular tissue found, but they are found in the scattering. In monopod stem, in the vascular bundle, parenchyma is absent inside the monopod stem, but the water containing cavity present inside the vascular bundle. In each vascular bundle, as you can see the holes, there is a water containing cavity inside each vascular bundle. Comparative study of the TS of diploid leaf and the monopod. Diploid leaf is of dorsiventral type. It means that it has two surfaces, one is dorsal and second is ventral surface. This is the isobilateral in the monopod. It means dorsal and ventral surface is same. Outermost layer is cuticle, which is found in both type of leaf. Cuticle is a waxy layer which prevents the leaf from the water loss. And below the cuticle there is epidermal layer. If this epidermal layer is on the upper surface, it is known as adaxial epidermis. It is found in both monopod and diploid leaf. And if it is found at the lower surface, it is known as abaxial epidermis. In both types of leaf, diploid and monopod, this is the abaxial. After the epidermis, inside the leaf, the mesophyll cells are found. Mesophylls are the green parenchymatous cells who does the photosynthesis. But in the diploid leaf, mesophyll divided into two parts: palisade mesophyll and the spongy mesophyll. Palisade is just found below the adaxial epidermis. They are found in a straight arrangement. And after the palisade, the cells are known as spongy cells because they have some air cavities in between them. In the monopod leaf, there is no this type of arrangement. All the cells are compactly arranged, and these cells are just only mesophyll cells. They also do the function of photosynthesis, and both the cells also do the function of photosynthesis. Inside the diploid leaf, The vascular bundle found in the midway, and these vascular bundles are covered by a layer of cells which is known as bundle sheath cells. In the monocot leaf, there is no arrangement of bundle sheath cells. Vascular bundle is seen in the vertical section of the leaf except in the midway. Some cells are modified into the bulliform cells. Bulliform cells help to maintain the water level inside the leaf. If bulliform cells absorb water, then these cells swell up and create a turgid pressure inside the cell. Due to this, leaf get flattened and transpiration process occur. But in the scarcity of water or high intensity of sunlight, the bulliform cells lose the water, and this is why the leaf get curled, so the transpiration of water get reduced. So with the help of this process, they reduce the water loss. So this is a comparative study of dicot or monocot leaf.